all of y'all trying to paint me a certain way, and I think it's incredibly messed up the way y'all try to do that. But anyway, Rory is here, actually here.
Album of the year.
Rory is actually here. Shout out to those people who said, well, Rory, what happened yesterday?
Uh, I'm gonna sound really old. Can I go out of the Twitter app and still be on Spaces? Like if I exit out the app, I can still.
I think you can minimize Twitter and like have it in the background. I think that is
Okay,
possible.
cool. Yeah.
If
So
he got an iPhone, he can just go to something else and just
Yeah.
can't like activate like a YouTube video because it'll just like kind of zonk all the way out.
got you.
We
Yeah,
got
But
you.
if
just
you
want to
just
make
like
sure.
check your messages, you're still good.
Shout
Cool.
out to Julian. He's here. You know
Um,
what's funny is
go
I
ahead.
love Julian, but I feel like Julian thinks I hate him. But Rory, go ahead.
To answer your question, I feel like everyone in here would know better than me to what happened yesterday. I was the last one to know. Just
Like
feel
Britney
like
Spears.
I just feel like, and again, like I said last night on Twitter, I'm no expert. I just feel like if you're plotting to like ambush someone, maybe tell them the time and location so you can ambush them. Like it blew my mind once my homegirl started texting me everything. I was like,
Mm.
how do you ambush someone if they don't know where to go or what time?
However, I don't think that it was supposed to be an ambush.
It
It
was
was.
an
Yeah.
No, no,
It
no.
I,
was.
See this? See
now,
some girl. This is what I'm telling you. Not informed.
No, I am informed
You're
because
not.
this is what I was told. This is what I was told. I was told that Rory would pop in to this space. Again, there probably wasn't a time or a location or whatever, but I was told Rory was going to pop in. Jameson, who's the owner of that space, got excited and he jumped into Joe's space and told everybody that that Rory's popping up. And so that initiated smoke or whatever. However, before, I think that the whole point of the room was supposed to talk about Rory and Maul things. So it wasn't supposed to be a setup, but it became different afterward. So like I think that when Rory was invited or whatever, it was just on some other like peaceful shit, and then it just got hyped up whenever other people got wind of it.
it's
That's half
it's
true
not
fair
so
because
much.
a few weeks ago, I feel like in the New Roy Mall Twitter community, maybe it was Kiara, I forgot, someone posted New Roy Mall first Twitter space, December 27th, 8 p.m. So I hit set a reminder on the thing. I even talked to Cobb like a few days ago about something else, and I was like, oh yeah, I might pop into that Twitter space on Tuesday. I was the only person I had spoken to at all about that. I was gonna like just pop up on some surprise shit. Then 2 days ago, I see it switch to Julian and Eden. So at that point, I was like, I'm not gonna go in there, and just went about my holiday. So I never told anyone I was going in that space. Not one person besides Cobb a few days ago, and that was before it got switched to Julian and Eden face off.
Yeah, that's what I gathered. That it wasn't. I just think that it wasn't.
But he flat out
It
lied to you.
didn't
I've never
get
spoken
used,
to that Jameson guy outside of that space a few days ago. I've never DM'd
which is
him.
That
what we gathered
that's the
last
I've never
night.
like
Whenever
he
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 was
just
like,
flat out lied to you.
"Yeah,
that's the bar that we were waiting for because as somebody who doesn't have any industry ties with either show and or the spaces community like that, I was on Joe's and I went to Danny's after that, but each time he would pop up and say Rory's going to be on at 8. You guys could check it out. To which Danny's like, bro, we heard you. Like, that's the end of it. It wasn't anything from Danny, especially to like trying to set up smoke between you or Joe or make it awkward. When your name kept getting brought up, Joe was like, well, I mean, I'll pop in and that'll be that. But it's not like, all right, go get him on the thing and let me say what I got to say to him. And that's the kind of way it kept getting spent for people that kind of came on late, which was weird.
I can speak for myself.
can I?"
Oh, my bad, D.
There was an attempt to get Rory on and Joe on at the same time, and members of that community were trying to kind of set up some type of resolution or some type of showdown. And I
Man,
had,
come on, man. The
Can
fucking
I?
the
Can I?
four the 4 hour Christmas Eve shit. I caught some of those clips, man. They were
Can
all at the end saying, Joe, can we give you our number and we'll just sit and wait and text you when he's on so we can all ambush him. Let's all press him. Like, this is recorded, guys. I know there's a lot of semantics and shit.
Yeah, they
And
wanted to attack
there's
you, Rory.
manipulators.
Yeah,
I know,
that
which is fine.
was
By the
their
way, I
plan.
think
They said
whatever is the truth or
toast it
lie,
up.
Okay,
this is funny
so
to me. Like, I don't really care.
I I obviously it's the community. Jameson did hit me up and just said, "Do you think Rory's gonna come?" When I saw the title of it, I've never really be in the spaces, so I told him I don't know, but if it's about Eden, I only know Eden's handle, so I did ask Eden, and Eden declined. So I was just like, "Yeah, Eden's not coming." I had no idea about any of it until I seen the comments in the spaces where you can comment, where people said, "Are Rory and Joe coming? Are Rory?" And then I started to hear them say it within the spaces, and I was like confused because I personally don't know anything about it. No, I never made a spaces before, and yes, I did speak to Quab. That's gonna be a totally different space. He hit me up about that. That's not what that was. I had no understanding really. I just went by the title about the Eden situation. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Yes. What do you think about the attempts to kind of curate this recent issue that you're having? You say what you have or what you can, and kind of present it in a way like this is the end of Rory and Maul.
I don't fully understand your question.
So, all right, let's talk about it. Joe was on that space.
I'm here.
Yeah, Joe was on that space yesterday. Joe was on the spaces this whole weekend, saying that
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of indicative of an amateur operation. This situation, and I
The
think
punch.
yeah, the punch, and he's trying to curate it in such a way that it's a reflection of how, to me, your pod might be failing. This is what I'm observing. I'm not saying I
Mm-hmm.
agree, and I think it's funny how he's trying to curate that narrative.
And he even said, not to, just to add on, he said that he hoped a lawsuit happens to bring the end of y'all pod. I don't know if you caught that, Rory, but he said that. That was hater shit.
I saw the clip and I saw him laughing about lawsuit coming, this and that. Uh, if you want to laugh about fake lawsuits that don't exist, maybe you should address the real lawsuit that you settled on for sexual harassment on camera.
Mm.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
It's quiet now. Okay, all right.
Now,
Not
Rory, you
Rory.
be
I kind of.
I just
I'm.
found it really
It's
ironic that someone that just settled a
it's not.
sexual harassment case
It,
is laughing about a lawsuit that
it's
doesn't
not.
exist.
Kiara. You gotta, your mic gotta get right, Kiara. You definitely dope, but your
No,
mic's
no, no, no.
too much for me right
I'm
now.
sorry. I took off my headphones. Yeah. I'm not here to fight with people, but yes, I was thinking the same thing. I just personally, I don't know. I'm sorry, Julian. I didn't know it was that's how you were gonna feel about it. So I felt really, really bad because you guys did laugh about it on the podcast. So I was a little taken aback, and I kind of regret you even coming to speak about it because I feel like it made it even more serious than I thought it was. I'll be honest. Like, yes, I felt bad about the situation, but I didn't know how you were feeling about it maybe after the fact.
It felt like the old school Real World episodes. I'm not gonna lie. Like when someone swings on somebody, it felt like the brevity of it felt real to me. But Julian, you unmuted.
No, I just wanted to say, like, Kiara and everyone else, like, I don't feel any way about anything you guys said. Please don't, like,